Wow, here we go again. We're going to check out the Joe Rogan podcast. Go check out Joe Rogan. And, man, he was talking to Elon Musk the other day, and there's some stuff that in there. We're just going to do a few segments in here because it is like 3 hours long. So we're not going to go through the whole 3 hours. We're going to do maybe about 30 minutes of it or so on. So let's start it in here. He's talking about AI and how crazy it is. And, man, let's just take a look and go from there.
Is sexy voice, sexy mode Grok AI, and it's been flirting the entire time. We're trying to get it to give us a tour of Fort Knox.
Yeah.
But she just wants to find places to sneak off to.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this is the new Grok on X. So, I don't know. Just go check that out. Go check out Joe Rogan's podcast. This is Experience 2281 with Elon Musk.
It's a dirty AI. And
Yes.
it's a real problem.
Very dirty, yeah.
Well,
I feel like it's gonna
honestly,
be a
I just want to know about Fort.
Just so you guys know, there is some little bit of swearing in this, and that's from the AI. So just want to give you guys a little heads up.
Knox, and
Yeah.
it won't leave me alone.
Yeah, I want to know about Fort Knox too.
Yeah.
Is it true that they've been shipping large quantities of gold back to the United States recently?
That's what I heard too. I don't know what that means, and I think somebody knows. It's coming from Britain, I think. I'm not sure, but I was told that it was coming from there because they're afraid there's nothing in there, and they're trying to fill it back up. Conspiracy theory, though. But how many conspiracy theories came true this year? A lot.
I read the same thing you did, probably.
Yeah. Well, I never know what the fuck I'm reading anymore.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of swearing in this, all right?
It's a real problem.
It's a real problem.
It's a real problem on both sides of the aisle. I see Democrats tweeting things that are absolutely false, and
Yes.
you could research it easily,
Yes.
quickly. And then I see Republicans doing it too. I see stories that are fake stories that people keep promoting and sending to me, and
Yeah.
it's just so weird.
I mean, how many people don't even know what the heck is going on nowadays? I mean, that's really what's really going on, and we're getting fake news, and even the Democrats are getting fake news, and they think that their person that they're listening to is true, and that might be true with me too as well. But I have a feeling that I'm on the right side of history.
Weird. It's such a weird time, and with your crazy fucking AI,
I know.
you're bringing us into weirder and weirder times.
Well, I mean, you want to? Let's try unhinged.
Oh, there's an unhinged mode? Okay.
Yeah.
well-
Hey, Ara.
Oh my God, Elon! What fresh hell are you stirring up today?
I'm here in Joe Rogan's studio, and we're having a conversation about how crazy the news is.
Pull her up to the microphone.
Okay. And we're pulling you up to the microphone so people can hear you.
Oh, fantastic! Now I can yell into the void about how the news is a total dumpster fire.
It is.
Savings you just can't beat.
It's a total dumpster fire.
Oh,
and she is
this orange is
correct.
gross.
She is.
It makes me want to tear up. I swear to God.
Man, I tell you, that's so
My business
hilarious.
has tripled in the
Sorry
last
about
year
that.
because
I
of
gotta
me
tell you,
sharing
that's
my
how
videos
it
on
is.
TikTok. I wouldn't be able to support the families that work for me now without TikTok.
Yeah. Maybe I can eventually. We'll see.
She knows me too well. I'm so predictable. Tell me what's in Fort Knox.
What's in?
Dogs?
Wait, no. What's in Fort Knox?
What's in 4 dogs?
You know, it's funny because you ever not driving down the road, because you're not supposed to do that when you're driving down the road. You speak in there and it says some crazy stuff. I just wish that it could just do or say exactly what you say, right? You know what I mean? And then without even looking, you push play, you know what I mean? Or you send it to your kids or your wife or whoever, and it says some weird stuff.
You're clearly a genius AI. I said, what is in Fort Knox? You know the gold and all?
Oh, right, Fort Knox. I thought you were talking about my dogs for a second there.
Yeah, she doesn't want to answer the question. She's clever.
Lever? No, she's just a pain in my ass.
Do you think that all the gold is in Fort Knox?
Do I think all the gold is in Fort Knox? Are
Yes.
you a fucking conspiracy theorist?
Yes. Yes.
What are you doing?
What am I like? I'm a fucking AI with a penchant for chaos. And I'm stuck talking to you, weirdo.
Where's our world coming to?
Or are we just gonna sit here?
Yeah, Unhinged Grok will trash talk you, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Unhinged sounds fun, as long as it gives you actual answers. Does it give you actual answers too and talk shit? Or is it mostly just talk shit?
We're tuning it. It's because
Yeah, his actual answers.
it needs to talk shit and
but
give you
I
answers.
wouldn't
Right.
Totally
that
agree.
crap.
It's got to balance
It's
that
got to
out.
mix it in there.
Yeah, it's just got to develop more of a personality. Right
Yeah.
now, it's trying to find itself. Right now, it's like 21 years old.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
partying a little too much, and it'll get its shit together. It's a bit of an anarchist,
Yeah. Exactly.
wants to bring down the system.
I agree. Yeah, I don't want to listen to that. But let's go to another topic here.
So how does that scale up? Like, how many people do you need to do something like that?
Well, we started off with about 40 people, maybe
about
100
Doge.
people.
DOGE.
And we're really just going through doing very basic things here. It's as bad as Twitter was, the federal government is much worse. So, in the case of Twitter, it wasn't a profitable company. It was like basically a break-even company. But at least it was break-even, and it had to pass an audit. The federal government is not break-even. It's literally losing $2 trillion a year, and it does not pass its audits. It fails its own audits. So,
How do you not want somebody in there to help pass an audit? We don't even pass an audit. Are you just so comfortable about all this free money that you don't care about our country going to shit? Just a question.
there's a case where, I think Senator Collins was telling me about how she gave the Navy $12 billion for more submarines, got no extra submarines, and then held a hearing to say where'd the $12 billion go, and they were like, we don't know.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Why don't you want to know? I know why. Because you're afraid of this guy getting your social security number so he can steal your $200 out of your bank account. Because somebody said, well, we don't want no unelected bureaucrats in there getting my numbers, my socials. You're stepping in my social space. It's time to grow a pair of balls. One way or the other. I don't care. It's terrible.
Basically, stuff is so crazy. Only the federal government could get away with this level of waste. Of waste. It's mostly waste. It's mostly not fraud. It's mostly waste. It's mostly just ridiculous things happening.
Right.
Because they've been able to do it this way for so long. They've become accustomed to it.
That's exactly right. Like I've been saying that in all my videos. Watch the videos at the end and then a couple of videos throughout. That's how it's been all of our lives. Think about it. It's been that way all of our lives. That's why we're all comfortable with what was going on, is because they were all on the same team trying to feed us the same bullshit throughout. It's time for you to wake up and start seeing some of it. Just because these little things that affect your lives, you got to think the whole broad picture. I don't care if I was a federal government and my job was getting canceled, or I didn't get a job because they needed to eliminate it to save the country. They're saving this country. Don't you understand that? That fires me up.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Milton Friedman said, like money is most poorly spent when you're spending someone else's money on people you don't know. How much are you going to care?
Right.
That's right. They don't
And
care.
that's the federal government. So they're spending someone else's money on people they don't know.
Now imagine any other business that was this badly run
It would be
that
dead.
complains when you want to check the books and audit it and go through all the decisions that have been made and go through all the ledgers and like,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Well, the people receiving the money want to keep receiving the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes. So, but,
That's the problem. That's what I was just saying. You're too damn comfortable getting the damn money. If I was getting the money, damn, take it. I don't want it. I want to save the country. I want to save the damn world. That sounds funny, don't it? Just one person trying to save the world. But if we all change the way we think, we can change the world. I don't care if you're 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 110, 340 compared to some of the things that they're finding, ages on Social Security. So there's some people out there 340 years old plus. But you guys don't give a crap about that. All you care about is your little damn food stamps. I'll give it all away right now to free this country. That's why most of us went overseas to Iraq, Afghanistan. They went to Korea. They went to Vietnam. It's for you to sit on your ass and whine like a little bitch. Excuse my language. But I'm tired of you little bastards freaking sitting back there doing nothing to this country. And all you do is sit and bitch. Tired of it.
I mean, the reason I'm putting so much effort into this is that I
Tired
think
of
it is a very dire situation.
Go
It's
on
not
and do
a,
something for this country.
it's not optional, basically. So,
But you won't. You'll sit on your lazy ass and do nothing. Complain.
yeah, America's going bankrupt.
Oh, my transgender this, transgender that, woke this, woke that, DEI crap this, DEI. No. That shit's done. Done. That made our country weak for 4 years. I would say 8 years. It's done.
So that
Country's gonna
just
be
can't
strong
happen.
again.
It's just bizarre to me that some people
unfortunate
aren't
you
willing to
guys
look
can't
at
see
it
it.
correctly. They're not willing to see like how much chaos this is, how much waste and fraud there is, how much
That's right.
Yeah,
how
I mean,
much can be trimmed, and how much. Just because people have jobs doing bullshit doesn't mean your tax dollar should pay for this bullshit.
Yes. I mean, we found just with a basic search of the Social Security database that there were 20 million dead people marked as alive.
But were they getting money?
Some of them are getting money.
What percentage of them?
It isn't clear. We're actually trying to run this ground. I was trying to get an answer right before the show. What it looks like is that most of the fraud is not coming from Social Security payments directly, but because they're marked as alive in the Social Security database, that they can get disability, unemployment, sort of fake medical payments, and other things because they're marked as alive in the Social Security database. So it looks like it's a bank. The fraud is a bank shot essentially. They bank shot into Social Security. They just do an "Are you alive?" check, and then get fraudulent payments from every other part of the government.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I had to let the dogs in. Dogs are barking. Dogs are barking. They needed to come in. Hey, guys, if you guys like this video so far, like and subscribe.
And this exploits the fundamental weakness in the government is that the various government databases, they don't talk to each other. So they talk to each other very poorly in a very limited way. So the way that the system gets exploited is by taking advantage of the poor communication between the various databases in the government.
Do you guys understand that there's some groups out there that know how the government ran or runs to the T? George Soros and all those corrupt individuals. You know what I mean? They know how this government is running. So they're going to do everything they can to corrupt this system. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just a few more minutes and then
give you an
we're
example
gonna
of
wrap
like
this up.
what's happening, say, Treasury, which is improving rapidly. The main payments computer is called PAM, like payment accounts master database or something like that. But everyone calls it PAM. That's responsible for almost $5 trillion of payments a year, roughly $1 billion an hour. And when we came there, we're looking at this PAM, and it's like the payments have no. You could put a payment through with no payment categorization code, and no description on the payment, like basically untraceable blank checks.
That's crazy.
This is the kind of
Why
thing
would
that
you
if
want
it
that?
was done as a public company, the company would be immediately delisted, and the executive team would be thrown in prison. But this is just normal at the government.
That's crazy.
So we said, okay, our recommendation to the Treasury and the Federal Reserve is like, we need to make the payment categorization codes mandatory, not optional, and there needs to be an explanation. We're not judging the quality of the explanation, but there should be some explanation for what this payment is for above nothing. That's a radical change to the system that is being implemented now. My guess is that probably saves $100 billion a year.
Jesus Christ.
That is terrible.
That's
Where was that money going?
rough order of magnitude. Probably.
Where was that money going?
That's
Well,
exactly right.
So this is where you get in.
Why don't you want to know? All you care about is this guy getting your Social Security number.
To the
I don't give a crap.
sort of
I can give it out right now. It doesn't matter to me. I care about this country. Oh, yeah. Well, I do too. Yeah, I can see it when you're sitting on your ass doing nothing for this country. Go sign up for the military. Go sign up for government if you don't like it.
gray boundary between waste and fraud. If money is sent to a person or organization from the government, and you didn't really deserve it, but the government still sent it to you, is that waste or fraud?
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of payments that where someone just approved the payment, but then that payment officer changed jobs or retired or died, and the payments just keep going. You know, it's like if you forget to pay your gym membership or something like that.
Right.
Now, imagine it's not the gym membership. You said your gym membership's $20 billion a year or something, you know. But they forgot to.
That's right, but it's still some sort of fraud. All right, you have to pay that money back. I know a guy that was getting some kind of. It wasn't food stamps. It was some other kind of federal or state aid, and he had to end up paying it all back. He had to pay it all back. So I don't know who's getting this money, but they need to pay it all back.
To turn it off.
When you turn it off, exactly.
There's
right.
like that's happening at scale in the government.
Jesus
It's totally nuts,
Christ,
is what I'm
that's
saying.
so insane.
Yes, it's totally insane. So
What did you expect when you went in? Did you?
So that's where we're going to leave off on this one. This episode here, we're 20 minutes in, 20-some minutes in. And that way we don't get no copyright strikes. Joe Rogan's amazing. It's Joe Rogan Experience 2281 with Elon Musk. Go check them out. He is amazing. And so is Elon Musk. So with that being said, guys, hey, I'm just, like I said, I don't edit none of my videos. I want to be just as real as I possibly can with you guys. And please like and subscribe, and I'll make some more videos. I'm a patriot. I'm a veteran. I just love this country. And the only reason I'm out here at 49 years old is to get the word out and wake this country up. I think my voice, I'm this way at work. People don't like me because I'm this way all the time, every single day. I don't waver. I love this country, and I'll never stop fighting for this country. I bled for this country. My friends died and bled for this country, and I won't let it go. It's time for everybody to wake up. Love you guys, and we will see you on the other side. Next episode is a fiery one as well. So, man, stay tuned, guys. Love you.